Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance, episode 128 of Guess the Trades, where subscribers send in loadout pictures, we take a look at them, and then we guess in the comment section below what it is that they do with those tools. Well, episode 127 was a reload, so there was no guessing, no answers to be giving, because we'd already looked at Maximum RC's loadout, but he had a new loadout of a Klein tool runner bag, and I did mention in that video that that was a backpack, but that was my fault. I always get it confused with that next bag up. The tool runner bag is not a backpack, but it was still a very nice loadout. Appreciate him sending that in. But we're also going to do a reload in episode 128. So in 128, we're going to look at Banana Havoc's newest loadout. We already looked at him back in 104, and we looked and saw his Mellow Tough bag. We hadn't seen a lot of those bags on this channel as far as in the Guess the Trade. I've never personally had one as well. So it was a good look at that at the time, and we also found out that he was an industrial electrician then. Well, since then, he has switched from the Mellow Tough bag to a Veto Tech MCT, and then he said in an email to me even after that, he watched the CBLD videos and he wanted to try that out as well. So we're going to look at his loadout into his Tech MCT, and then he's also got his most recent loadout in the CBLD, and he's got some parts bags and stuff like that that we're going to take a look at as well. But it's basically a new loadout from Banana Havoc. We're going to check it out, see if we've got some questions for him, and see if we can learn anything from his new setup. But let's go ahead and check out his tools. So it looks like we're starting out with the Tech MCT. He did number these pictures, so I'm doing them in the order in which he sent me. And this is the original Tech MCT. So that's the only MCT I don't own anymore. I do still have the Blackout. I do still have the MCT-P. And now I've also got the MCT Evo. And I will say that that bag right there, the original MCT, it's the one that made me fall in love with the MCTs. It's actually a little bit more compact, a little bit lighter bag than the other ones. It just was missing those pockets on the inside, and that's a big deal for me. Like, I absolutely love the pockets on the inside of the flaps. That's just some storage that I really like to use, but still, the original MCT is a very good bag. But here's the outside of that bag right there. Here's one of the flaps opened up, and I don't think he pulls these tools out because, again, he did swap to the CBLD, and we're going to see maybe those pulled out there. So it looks like he's possibly got the Works screwdriver over there on the left. Looks like a Klein insulated multi in the back. Some Knipex, some Klein pliers, couple pliers, wrenches. I can't remember what these screwdrivers up here are. I've seen them before. Maybe they're Annex or something like that. Maybe even Vessel. I'm not real sure, but I've seen those in somebody's picture before. And then he's got a Vera tool check. Looks like maybe the Craftsman magnetic bend down there. Some wrenches, a ratchet. So other side of the bag, we've got a Milwaukee pack-out like bin with looks like some butt connectors in there. Also some Tough Built parts bags. I know those because I picked some of those up on sale at Menards. Looks like some other pliers back behind those as well. Here is a setup. It gives you a little bit of a view of what he's got going on in the background of where he works, but there's the side view of the bag on top of his toolbox. Also got another bag hanging down there, and I think that's what we're going to get into next. Like, I think this is that black bag. This isn't the MCT, and it looks like he's got some other stuff inside of there. I know he worked on, he said, controls and stuff in his last email, so that's probably some of the stuff that's in there. Here he's got also air and electrical, shims and miscellaneous up on the top side of that bag as well. But here are his parts. So he's got bolts. He's got the different air and electrical fittings. Let's see, what's his other boxes say? Bolts and hardware, bolts, hardware, and miscellaneous. So he's using the Dewalt. Those are only like, I don't know what they are now. Whenever I bought them, they were like $6.97 or something like that at Lowe's for those Dewalt containers like that. I've still got a bunch of them here. I'm not currently using them because I kind of swapped over to Connect and Pack Out and stuff like that. But great storage boxes for that price. Like, it holds a lot of stuff, and I never even really use mine for materials like this. I mostly use mine for bits and stuff. So, but that's a really good look at what he's got there. And he's got some 3D printed stuff, it looks like, to fit in them as well. So pretty good look at those right there. So that's a good option for maybe some of you out there. He's even got more of them here. Let's see, or he swapped them around. So there's shims and miscellaneous on the top now. And then he's got bolts, hardware, and miscellaneous on the top. So he kind of swapped the two around. So good look at those. So here is the CBLD next to the Tech MCT. And again, he mentioned that he swapped over after he saw the CBLD, but he went ahead and shared with me his MCT loadout. So I think this is where we're going to see more of the tools. So this should be the same type of tools in this bag that we just saw in the Tech MCT. So there's kind of the front view. He's got the sides loaded out. There's that Milwaukee little parts container that works in the pack out over there on the left. So he's got his gloves, looks like probably a scraper, a knife, a little small screwdriver, small flashlight. I don't know what that is behind the gloves back there. It looks like some kind of a drill bit container. I don't know if that's what he's got in them or not, but that's what it looks like. Next picture, again, there's that pack out, little small organizer that goes on the pack out. Also, he's got his lockout tag out. He's got some tape. He's got a red Sharpie of some sort, and then also looks like a whiteout little pen. So that's a paint marker there that's red. He's also got his own little, almost like his own little homemade little tool there. It looks like either that's a really stubby flathead with a bigger handle on it, one or the other. So looks like up inside of those ones it was a brush and then a couple files maybe. He's made his own bit there possibly, it looks like, as well. Or actually those look like keyways maybe is what they kind of look like. So he's got that, and then he's got, again, putty knife, connectors, Olfa style knife there, magnetic pickup tool, and then a flashlight, and then let's see what the Showa brand on the gloves right there. Here is the backside. He's got a parts bag down inside of that. Looks like he's holding zip ties inside of there. And then next picture is the front flap on there. Looks like he's got some USB stuff. He's got little almost coffee stirrer straws maybe. Let's see, ballpoint something up there as well. Looks like some feeler gauges or some scales. Another whiteout pen, or I don't know if you want to call it a whiteout pen, but a whiteout, tool, whatever that is. Looks like some small wire maybe to do some jumpers or something with. Possibly a relay up there in the top. I'm not sure if that's what that is. So here we go. We've got a lockout for looks like to be a breaker. And then several things for that kind of stuff as well, like disconnect stuffs. Those still look like coffee stirrers to me. I don't know if that's what they are or not, but there's a ballpoint refill there. And then he's got some cables that go along with his work, probably for sensors or something. And let's see, snap off nice, just more of that. Weehaw small bits. Again, those were some scales. I don't know if those are precision. Those look like precision driver bits to me. So he's got those all up in that front pocket. And then now here is looking down into it, and I am seeing a lot of the same tools that we saw in the Tech MCT, and he's going to pull these out, I think. So that's probably why he didn't pull them out earlier. So we're going to see all the tools that were in the MCT and then also now in this CBLD as well. And looking down in there, I mean, again, it's a nice bag. I've got this. I'm not currently using it because I got so many bags at one time that were new, but just the way that it opens, you can actually see everything that's down in that bag. It's a very nice bag for access, in my opinion, as you can tell right there. So over here we've got the Klein diagonals. I think those are probably the angled ones possibly, because I think I've got that same pair, but they might make a straight one in that as well. And then he's got a pair of cutters with a notch, and then he's also got the Knipex crimper there, I think it is. And then we've got, again, that parts bag with the zip ties. He's got the subcompact. So many of you told me I need to try that and get that, but I'm hoping that Pipeline is going to say Gen 2 M12 Surge. If they don't, and I've got to wait a whole nother year, then maybe I'll end up getting a subcompact. But I've been kind of waiting because I didn't want to buy a subcompact because I know as soon as the new M12 Surge comes out, I'm going to want to buy it and try that out. So we'll see how that goes. But he's got that. He's also got the charger for like a phone that works with M12. He's got a key he's got a chuck, to put in regular drill bits and stuff, and the key and everything. Some nut drivers, some hex key bits. And then here he's showing that he can also take out that little pouch and zip tie it to some stuff if he needs to use his pliers. So he's actually got zip tied magnets on there. That's what he's showing. I was going to say it's kind of weird that he zip tied it to a fence. You'd have to just take it off all the time. So he zip tied some magnets to it. And now that allows him to do that, which would also allow you to use that in a scissor lift or something like that too. So pretty good look on that right there. So here is an overview of everything. I think he goes in quadrants. So here is everything pulled out of the bag that we're looking at right here. So here we've got the Hikoki. Interesting. I haven't seen that. If any of you guys, now that I'm looking at this, it's just coming to my mind. What about the little pocket meter? Like, I keep seeing ads for that on Facebook. Have any of you got that? I'm curious to know if any of you picked up the pocket meter. It's pretty expensive, but it does look pretty unique. It does look pretty useful. So I'm interested if anybody's got that, drop your feedback below on that. But he's also got some metric on the gear wrench, ratchet wrenches as well. He's got a Klein or a Knipex. He's got 2 pliers wrenches, 125 and probably a 180 if I had to guess, based on that one being a 125. He's got the metric on the Makita sockets there. He's also got a small little ratchet. Then we move down. He's got the 250s on the Cobra. Also I'm assuming that's a 10-inch on the Klein right there as well. Bit holder, that's a Dewalt locking bit holder file. He's also got an adjustable wrench there. That might be snap-on. I'm not real sure. It kind of looks like my Baco, but a bigger version. So that's why I'm saying snap-on with the red and black. Vaughn hammer there. Again, I think, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be a vessel screwdriver. I'm not 100% sure on that though. So you guys let me know. He's got his step bits. That's what's inside of those vessel bit holders there. He's also got a key holder up there, and he's got the Klein insulated flip blade one. There's that works again, electric screwdriver, Klein needle nose, twin grips 200s, pair of something, let's see, crescent on the, so that's a pair of crescent strippers, little small screwdriver, little hex wrench right there, along with a Vera tool check, or a bit check, not a tool check. And then there is all those bits, and then he's showing how they kind of work within that one little ratchet. And I think that's the last picture. It is. There's his name. So again, we're going back through the tools. These are the tools that are in the CBLD right now, but they're also the same ones that we saw back at the beginning at the MCT, whenever we were looking at that as well. And I think that you get to this picture right here, I think that's a very good picture for you to check out if you're thinking about, maybe you didn't buy a bag and get the CBLD during the free promo bag, which then that stinks to go buy that bag now and not get something for free, or to get that bag for free because you bought something else. But if you look down in there, very good access in this bag. And the little bit that I did use it, because I used it for about a week before I got like my MCT Evo and all that stuff in, and also that SPLD, and it is a unique bag in a sense. So going through the outside of the bag, then here we're going around the outside to where the point where it's closed up. It's a good looking bag when it's closed up as well. There they are, kind of size comparison if you're kind of a little bit curious. And then here's his part stuff. And then here is that original, again, Tech MCT, where we kind of started out at. But another great reload episode, checking out Banana Havoc's newest loadout in his CBLD, also his MCT before that, coming from his Mellow Tough bag back in episode 104. And again, there's no guessing. It is a reload episode, even though it is a guess the trade. We already know that he's an industrial electrician, but I think we can always learn something by checking out people's loadouts. That's the main idea behind these videos. The guessing is just a bonus whenever those things come up. It just makes things a little bit more interesting. But at the same time, we can now look at his loadout of a CBLD, see if that's going to work out for us. Maybe you found an MCT on Marketplace and you're back and forth of whether or not you want to buy that. Now you saw his tools in there, or even like the Dewalt Tough Stack cases. Maybe you never thought about using them in that way, and now you're like, man, I'm going to go to Lowe's and buy a couple of those, and I'm going to use those in my bag as well. So there's always something we can learn. That's why I like looking at people's loadouts, even if there's just one thing that you pull out of it that's going to make your job more efficient, more enjoyable. It's going to be worth it to take a look at those things. As always, if you got any questions, drop those in the comments below. Either he'll answer or hopefully somebody else will. But hopefully this video is interesting. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.